Hi, everybody. My name is Derek Mead. I'm the Youth Sports Manager for Shawnee County Parks and Recreation in Topeka, Kansas. Most of you probably know that by now, but I always open my videos with the introduction. Since these videos are getting posted on YouTube, just never know. If you are watching this video, you should have received an email with a link to this video, along with a lot of the information I'll cover in this video, plus some things I'll probably forget to discuss. And I'll get that sent out here in the next day or two. I am recording this on Monday, December 8th. It is about 8:45 in the morning. By the time you get this, it'll probably be Wednesday the 10th. Just wanted to touch base on my timeline. This will also be laid out in the email, but our deadline to register without a late fee was the last Wednesday the 3rd. We're still accepting a few folks with a late fee through this Wednesday the 10th. When I'd like to get that email with this video sent out. I'll have, I'm not even going to go through it now because I'll have all that in the email with all the dates and on my timeline. First, I want to talk about sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is, to me, the most important thing in what we do. I tell people all the time, let's remember why we're here. We're not here to win games. We're not here to win arguments. We're here to help kids play a game. Once in a while, we get a couple coaches who are a little bit more intense than I would like them to be and kind of, I think, forget the purpose of what we're doing. But if there's 2 or 3 coaches that are too intense for my liking out of 53 teams, then I'm mostly okay with that ratio. But just remember why we're here. This is a rec league. If you're here to compete, if you're here to win, I guess power to you, but not the purpose of our league. Don't get me wrong. I'm a competitive minded person and I want the kids on my teams to be successful, but I'd rather them be successful in life. But we'll touch base more on sportsmanship later. In the email, you'll see some Google Sheet links for those of you who are not familiar. We've done that this way the last couple of years and it's been successful. You'll have one with the jersey or shirt order where the older kids teams, the 6U and up, will pick their jersey color options. You'll have choices to pick from in an attachment. You'll put your team name. If you signed up a full team, I'll need your player sizes. If you didn't, if they signed up individually, which most did, we have their jersey sizes from the registration. You don't need those. Excuse me. We don't do coach shirts for the teams that have reversible jerseys, which is 6U and up. For the 4U, we do offer coach shirts, so plug those in. However, those team names and colors are predetermined. We kind of do that so that the kids get kind of a fun design. This season is animals that start with the letter G. So my daughter's team that I'm helping coach is the giraffes. But I think there's a gecko and a gorilla and a handful of others. So just remember, if you're 4U, your team name and color will already be decided. You'll also have a practice list option. We are really, really thin on gym space. We had to go last year to Sunday only practices. So there will be some time slots available you select from. If you're not one of the first ones that chooses, you might be running out of choices and have to take what's left. But it is what it is. There will be enough for everybody, but if you wanted morning, you might be stuck with evening, vice versa. Just don't have very many options for you. Those locations will also be predetermined based on the age group, just in terms of what staff setup needs to look like and stuff like that. So your 4U practices will be where your games are. Your 6U practices will be where your games are. And I'm 95% sure I know where those all will be, but I'm not going to reveal that yet because I've got to quadruple check some things. So, but anyway, you'll have all those Google Sheet links. Please do not change any information that is not on your team. I have figured out how to see who changed what, and I will readjust as needed if need be. So just find your team, update the information next to your team. If you don't see your team, then I've missed you, and I'll go back. But I've only had that happen once, maybe, or maybe had the wrong last name or a changed name or the kid's name, but not the adult. Whatever, we'll get it figured out. You'll see a link. You'll see some links. You'll see a link to this video that you're watching. You'll see a link to a background check. If you have not coached with us in the last calendar year, I need you to fill out a background check. I need anybody who's planning to help you coach fill out a background check. Please do that. You'll have links to rules. The league rules will be included as well. I think we only have one rule change, and it's minor. I was UICing. I was supervising the officials one day at Garfield, which we're not actually using Garfield this season. Spoiler. It was 11U, and it was 7-7 late in the game. And I realized that our overtime rule said overtimes will repeat until a winner is determined. That could have been forever. So it wasn't. It didn't go to overtime, but it could have been. So now our overtimes will cap at 2. So if the game is still tied after 2 overtimes, the game ends in a tie. It's never happened where it's gone more than 2 that I know of, but it's a small change, but just in case. I know we had teams waiting for the next game. That is the only age group where we keep score, by the way. So 8U and 6U and 4U, we're not keeping score. We'll just keep the time, but that's the only change that wouldn't have affected any games this past season, but just throwing that out there. When you get your rosters, please contact the families on your roster as soon as possible. Every season, we refund folks because they never heard from a coach the entire season. Every season, in every sport, we get emails, we get phone calls. Why haven't I heard from a coach yet? When will I hear from a coach? And up until the time you get your roster, it's an easy answer. Hey, they haven't got their roster yet. Relax. It's coming. I'm sending rosters on this date. You'll hear from them after that point. We usually say give them a week, especially with the holidays coming. But after you've gotten your roster, there's not a whole lot I can tell them other than I'm trying. I'm reminding them again. I'm reminding them, please help save us some of those headaches. Just contact them as soon as you can. Methods to contact. For those of you who haven't coached before, I use GroupMe. I don't give my phone number out to folks mostly because of my job, not because I mind people having it. Some folks use group email, group text. There's an app called Band, B-A-N-D, like musical instruments. They use that at the national conference that I went to for those events, and I've thought about using that for my teams. I'm just so used to GroupMe, that's what I've been using. But there's several other. There's Team Snap. There's several options for you out there that you can plug parents into and communicate that way. For GroupMe, and I know in Band at least, and maybe in Team Snap, you can. What I do is I'll add everybody to the group. I'll introduce myself, send a message to introduce myself, tell them what we're doing, and then I will add each practice and game as an event so that people can say, yes, I'm going, no, I'm not going, and they can see those in there, and then you can set reminders for them, and then you can send pictures. Like at the end of the season, we'll send whatever pictures we took in the group. So I enjoy that one, but to each their own. For the practices, like I said, those are set for each age group. Do not fill in for other teams. I added that. Those practices are not confirmed until I send it out on our scheduling platform, which is Quick Scores. If you've coached with us before, you're familiar with that. But don't just assume it's set. Sometimes things come up at the community center where we thought we had it and we don't. So don't tell teams or don't tell parents, yeah, we're definitely practicing at this time at this place. Hold tight. I've got, and that's on my timeline as well. You'll see the time on my timeline when you'll get that confirmed. Number of teams. Right now we're looking at 11U. Currently there's 11 teams. I've been told we've got 2 more coming. That would get us to 13, which is awesome. 8U, we've got 18 teams, which is nuts. 6U, we've got 14. and 4U we've got 8. That would be a total of 53 teams. Right now it's 51, but probably 53. And as of right now, fingers crossed, I need 0 coaches. I have got coaches for all of them, which is amazing. So thank you for coaching. Also, it means no excuses for contacting your parents because all the teams have coaches. My plan is to sort those age groups, except for 4U, into divisions. Those divisions will be meaningless. Those will not be based on competition because there's no way for me to know competition levels. Like I said, in the younger age groups, we don't keep score anyway, so it doesn't matter. That may be based on, how many had full teams versus lesser kids signed up, or it might be themed like certain animal division, whatever. The team names will come in and I'll sort them then. Other than that, remember, sportsmanship at all times. It's a rec league. Yes, we know travels don't get called all the time, and double dribbles and fouls. Referees are getting trained too. We're training referees, we're training staff, you're training the kids. I'm trying to train you. So if you're acting a fool or your parents are acting crazy, maybe I need to do a better job. Just please keep in mind, we're here for the kids. I'm at almost the 12-minute mark. I was trying to get in here on less than 10, but a lot of these videos are a little bit longer. But if you're one of the new ones, and I say that because we just finished the fall season, so you may not know that. We kind of had 2 sessions. The plan, by the way, is to next year not do 2 sessions. The plan is to do one longer, like an 8-game season after Christmas, and not kind of double book the gyms or overfill the gyms with basketball and volleyball happening at the same time. I'd like to separate that a little bit, and also not have 2 of these videos and 2 of the shirt orders and 2 of the practice schedules and all that. So, but this is second session, winter basketball. Games planning to start January 10. Practices, again, you'll have the timeline, but practices will begin January 28. So if you have any questions, I'm easy to reach via email. I usually get back pretty quick. I'm in and out a lot on other sports and getting stuff ready for different seasons. So don't always answer the phone. I try to when I can. If you leave me a message, let me know what it's about. I'll call you back. But any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I need your information as soon as you can once you get this. And thank you again for coaching. We'll see you along the way, and have a good day. And happy holidays, too, by the way. Thank you. Bye.